In this video, we will discuss comparative and superlative adjectives. Comparative adjectives show differences between two nouns. To form the comparative adjective, you add ER to the adjective if it contains one syllable. I will give you some examples. As you can see, these adjectives have one syllable, so we can add ER to each of them to create the comparative version. Now, I will use them in a sentence for you. My car is faster than yours. This shows that my car is faster than yours. This is how you create the comparative form if your adjective has one syllable. You simply add ER. If the adjective you would like to use has multiple syllables, then you need to put more in front of the adjective to create the comparative form. I will give you a few examples. A beach is more beautiful than a pool. Cars are more interesting than bikes. A lion is more powerful than a zebra. Love is a more pleasant feeling than hate. As you can see, these adjectives have multiple syllables, so we must put more before the adjective to create the comparative form in these sentences. Now we will move on to superlative adjectives. Superlative adjectives show differences in an extreme to 3 or more nouns. If a superlative adjective has one syllable, then you just add EST to the adjective to create the superlative version. I will use the words high, rich, clean, tall, and cool. That mountain is the highest mountain in the world. As you can see, I have added EST to show the degree of extremity for this adjective. That mountain is the highest mountain in the world. She is the richest person in her family. Again, just add EST to show the extremity. My apartment is the cleanest of my friends. He is the tallest player on the soccer team. This is the coolest day of September. If the adjective you would like to use has multiple superlatives, then you must add the most in front of the adjective to create the superlative form. I will give you a few examples. She had the most harmonious voice. He was the most intelligent person alive. Today is the most magical day of my life. Gucci is the most luxurious brand. As you can see, we simply put the most in front of the adjectives that have multiple syllables to create the superlative form. If there is an adjective that ends in Y and has two syllables, then you drop the Y and add IER or IEST to create the superlative or the comparative version. Here we have tasty, wealthy, picky, sunny, and cloudy. Tasty becomes tastier for the comparative form. Wealthy becomes wealthier for the comparative form. Picky becomes pickier. Sunny becomes sunnier. And cloudy becomes cloudier. You see, we simply dropped the Y, added IER for the comparative version. Now, for the superlative version, as I told you, you drop the Y as well, but you add EST. Tastiest, wealthiest, pickiest, sunniest. We went from tasty, tastier to tastiest, wealthy, wealthier to wealthiest, picky, pickier to pickiest, sunny, sunnier, sunnier to sunniest, cloudy, cloudier to cloudiest. If there is a one-syllable word ending in a consonant preceded by a vowel, then you must double the consonant to create the superlative or comparative version. Here are a few examples. Hot, big, wet. Hot becomes hotter. Big becomes bigger. And wet becomes wetter for the comparative version. As you can see, we doubled the last consonant and added ER. And for the superlative version, hottest, biggest, wettest. We went from hot, hotter to hottest, big, bigger to biggest, wet, wetter to wettest. There are a few adjectives that don't follow the regular rules. I will show you what they are now. Good, bad, little, far, many. Good becomes better for the comparative version. Bad becomes worse for the comparative version. Little becomes less. Far becomes farther. Many becomes more. For the superlative version, good becomes best. Bad becomes worst. Little becomes least. Far becomes farthest. Many becomes most. As you can see, most of these words don't have the same root. These are irregular adjectives. In Cambly, you can find native English speakers all around the world, and you can speak with them. The best way to learn any native language is to speak with the native speaker, and don't be afraid.